guys, this is the tweet Elrufai's son tweeted, calling Tinubu Escobar, that has been shaking the internet. Let me read it out. Elrufai's son tweeted and said, regional autonomy can easily solve this situation of blame games. It is crucial as all citizens of said regions will be cognizant of who they can directly hold responsible for their woes. I don't believe in this esoteric concept of one Nigeria. Escobar and I can agree on that. So he said Escobar and I can agree on that. You know, Tinubu has once said he does not believe in one Nigeria. And Elrufai's son is saying he too does not believe in one Nigeria. And he's saying that him and Tinubu, although he referenced him here as Escobar, he's saying that him and Tinubu are on the same page, that they don't believe in one Nigeria. This tweet is less than 24 hours, you know. And coincidentally, the very dark man went ahead to say that Lagos is dragging the development of other states backward, that Lagos is not allowing other states to develop. He cited the seaports are all in Lagos, the main international airport is in Lagos. I mean, he cited so many things that are resided in Lagos alone without other states having even a pinch of those. So the very dark man also cited that the Igbos are suffering because there are no seaports in other places. People must come to Lagos to clear their goods, and the government has refused, you know, to establish seaports in other places, be it Delta State, River State, Akwa Ibom, you know, Cross River, and the rest of them. That why have they refused to develop other seaports? Then people must be forced to come to Lagos to clear their goods. In short, the very dark man said it openly that Lagos is hindering other regions from developing, and it is intentional. You can see that Elrufai's son is also saying the same thing, that every region should be on its own and develop themselves and know who to hold responsible, that he does not believe in one Nigeria. Also, Fayose Jr., Isaac Fayose, was also saying the same thing, that the Igbos should be let go if they cannot be well, you know, accepted into Nigeria. So these three people are saying the same thing, and coincidentally, these tweets or these videos were posted within the space of, you know, within the space of the last 24 hours. I'm just going to allow you to take a look at how the very dark man said his own, and other videos I'm going to be adding here. So guys, it is long overdue that the Igbos should be allowed to breathe. It is intentional. This is also coming at a time where recently the federal government released the budget they have for all the geopolitical zones. Guess what? The southeast and the northeast have the list of, you know, the budget, and people were reacting. And do you know that Lagos has its own special package? Lagos is like a geopolitical zone on its own. You know, Lagos has a special budget. Only Lagos alone. And that is exactly what the very dark man is saying, that focusing on Lagos alone is making other regions not to develop. And then when you have this high migration to Lagos, people migrating to Lagos, you know, they will tell the people to go back to your region. But you've not developed their regions. Now you are developing only Lagos, and when people start moving into Lagos, you are telling them that they cannot own land, they cannot own houses, they cannot own businesses and all that, that people should go back to their regions. So guys, I'm just going to allow you to take a look at some of these videos just for you to know that, see, many people know that this unity, this unified body, Nigeria, is not working because of what our leaders are doing. It's all about personal interest. Tell me what it would take Tinubu to develop the seaports down there in the south or in the southeast, so that businesses can easily get their goods, instead of plying the way all the way from Lagos to the southeast. And we know the state of the roads in Nigeria, and also the security problems and all that. Just take your time, watch these videos, and let me know your honest reaction in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell notification. Now take a look.
All right, so I woke up feeling this way, right? I think Lagos is the state that is slowing the whole Nigeria down. And at this point, after thinking through all of this, I think Lagos should be made a country of its own. And here's why. Why must everything come through Lagos? Like anybody will import anything, the container must land for Lagos. And they get other options where they can create other seaports. Why must everything land and come through Lagos? You know, think about it. Lagos is actually slowing Nigeria down. Because imagine if we get other ports, like maybe we'll get the Delta State ports, may take care of all those eastern region. Say, container land for Delta States. The people where they Anambra who can carry from Delta State ports. People where they there Enugu and all those neighboring states where the Anambra side for that region go come carry from Delta State. It go make things actually they cheaper. Do you understand? Come to think of it, Lagos is really slowing this country down. Make it park. Now it's making sense. Lagos is our problem. Lagos is our problem. Imagine say we get ports for Kogi. This land for ports. People are there, Abuja, Kaduna, all these neighboring states for that region. Go come carry from there. It could actually make things day cheaper than when everything, bro, everything land in Lagos. Not just that. Bro, international flights. Most of the times people go through Lagos. Every other international airport we get for Nigeria, they just call them international airports, but they are abandoned. You cannot actually connect to like major countries from every other international airport apart from Lagos. Yes, some of them come to Abuja, but the main people fly from Lagos. By this time, Anambra and some states suppose don't get like major, like Enugu and suppose don't get like major international flights. And those states where we say we they travel steady, I know people they travel steady. Why don't we have an international airport where we and Delta states go to use? If they really want this country to grow, Lagos is supposed to be a country of its own, because Lagos is actually slowing the growth of Nigeria down. Entertainment is in Lagos. The big companies are in Lagos. Production company, the big ones are in Lagos. Lagos should actually be a country of its own. And I think my Igbo brothers, at this point, why wouldn't they fight for Biafra? They could have seen the fight. See, may they leave Lagos. May they break Lagos away, or may they distribute within they go Lagos to every other state. Yeah, that should be a fight. Yeah, because all these big Igbo businessmen, now through Lagos, may they fight, may they carry ports come Delta State, so that all these ones, so they get business on each main market. Bro, these people know what they are doing, fam. Where all the senators, where they represent all these states, I think this is what you should push for if you truly desire, say, make Nigeria grow. Come be like, saying that the stakeholders of Lagos State, no wonder when they'll say revenue of Lagos big past Ghana. It is because Lagos, they actually cheat every other part of Nigeria. Lagos is robbing everybody off. Lagos State is milking the whole country. Wow. How come I'm just thinking about this now? I hit my head for bed for somewhere. I think our Igbo brothers and every other reasonable Nigeria, well-meaning Nigerians, should start preaching that Nigeria, they should either take Lagos away or they should actually bring Biafra. Because now, yes, it's either they cut Lagos and make Lagos a country, or Biafra should happen, or they should distribute everything. Give us at least 3 seaports in different regions. International airports should be in at least 18 states. At least 18 states. It will open doors for businesses in those states. To open doors for investors, more investors to come in some states to come and actually do business. Bro, Lagos is our problem. Lagos is indeed the problem of Nigeria. Yeah, bad leaders are part of it, but Lagos State, that's the one. Anyways, look at the good gym. Wow, peace and love, don't play. As you go online, you will learn the hard way. Yeah, Lagos. They say December, all for dirty December. They say people they made how much in Lagos last year? I think they said 2.something billion. Just December period, from like 20-something of December, reach 30th of December, Lagos State generated about 20-something thousand in tickets, in tax, in people who can't do dirty December. Because this dirty December, why must it be only Lagos? Like, bro, Lagos, it generates so much money, and it's not fair to the other states. Why must everything happen in Lagos? Entertainment, clubbing, businesses, international traveling, and all that. Abba. Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, I know saying that you get Lagos. Is this how you designed it? Yeah, you actually need to distribute this power. Let's all enjoy this thing. Anyways, why am I thinking as if I'm the first to even think about this? I'm pretty sure a lot of them don't think but they don't care, because man, they are making more money from this selfishness and this whole monopoly system of things. Peace and love. You cannot drive and make videos. Thank you very much. Don't play.
First, the zone is ready to run. All approvals are in place.
We have 7 oil producing companies. None has an office in Imo State. Imo State government has no access to their nominal role to even collect pay as you earn, tax. And then everything is about waiting for monthly allocation. And I said, no, it must change. I had a meeting with all the oil producing companies. And I said, you must have your address here, including those that are partly owned by Imo State government with no business outfit anywhere in the state, operating from Lagos. I said, no, we must build an economy here. At the end of the day, they gave me reasons. Insecurity, we brought security. Accommodation, where to stay, no 5-star hotel. I said, we put. Marriott is managing Protea. By the time Marriott will finish, I've signed an agreement to Hilton International. The work in the Concord Hotel, old Concord Hotel, built by Mbakwe, the upgrade to a 5-star hotel is 75% complete. We'll commission this year. And I said, if you want my cooperation to protect your facilities, it must be a relationship that is based on reciprocity, where the indigenous will benefit, the government will benefit, and you will benefit. We'll give you the enabling environment to operate, but we must get value from it. And how do we do that? We cannot be source of raw materials alone. You have to process the raw materials in Imo State. That way you will be creating jobs. And they all agreed.
Before now, there were no records of production activities. People didn't know where our wells were. The first thing he did was to recover a lot of wells from Imo State in the Acre and Mbede fields. Now, the governor gave us a mandate. I won't believe it. Today, we have a comprehensive data of all oil wells in Imo State, oil facilities in Imo State, gas pipeline, their traverse routes, producing wells, non-producing wells, shut-in wells, wells that have been re-entered. If you look at some publication, they will tell you Imo State has only 163 wells. It's a very big lie. We have over 200 producing wells. We have more than 76 shut-in wells. And some of them, there are plans, to re-enter some of them. And we have more than 20 proposed wells.
This gas revolution, executed by the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited and partners, started in 2019.
Our power plant in Ebema, which is 278 megawatts, the upcoming fertilizer plant, the methanol plant, the petrochemicals and the LNG in the Orash Energy Special Zone. We have a company called Watersmith that are going to take 30 million scope from there. Watersmith is also doing 75 megawatts of power, and they have their own industrial park. We have about 75 companies have indicated interest that they'll take up spaces there.
Now we are bringing other industries to come here in the oil and gas industry, in the agriculture sector, education, food security. Like I just mentioned, Bureau Veritas will be here. They are building one of the biggest laboratories, financed by a Freezing Bank in Africa, for testing hydrocarbon.
Because of the abundant natural gas resources in Imo State, you have Axela, who are trying to do CNG. You have Nigerian Gas Marketing Company. They've acquired their land. They will start construction of mother station for CNG. You have Hamakan. You have Greenville. I have Kushon Energy. Then you have a broker that wants to do condensate refinery in the special energy zone.
Working with NUPRC, we saw that from their records, Imo State has the highest deposit of natural gas in this region.
That means that if Imo were to be a country, Imo should be about the 16th largest gas-producing nation in the world, at the same level with countries like Kazakhstan, Canada, or Egypt.
The 40 cubic feet of gas plants and 200 million barrels of condensate production benchmark, earlier inaugurated in 2024 by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is set to commence operations in Nasa community of Imo State in July 2025.
We are ready now to start commissioning the plant with gas. So from July this year, Imo State will join one of the biggest states for gas production in the country.
I'm happy that they're about to go into operation.
Imo is a major oil and gas producing state. In Imo State today, we have 7 major oil and gas producing companies. Shell, now named the Renaissance, Wando, Antam Producing, Watersmith, Sterling Global, Seplat, and the Ano gas processing plants 1 and 2. Then there's an 8th one, Sahara Upstream. Apart from that, There are some other oil companies that are ready to come and they start drilling. You have Orange Petroleum, where the state government has an interest. You have the Hilltop Petroleum. Then you have OPLs that people are struggling to invest in, 207, 208, and 901. They have some other marginal fields like Njaba 1, 2, Mbidi 1 and 2, Oforola, and a whole lot of them.
We have had opportunities to sit back and look at the milestones that were decided at the beginning of the project. Most of those milestones have been greatly achieved. All statutory approvals have been obtained. Approvals from the federal government and its agencies and clearances from its regulatory and environmental agencies. We have achieved all those approvals.
They said Nigeria belongs to Hausa, Igbo, Yoruba, at least since where I know they will say Nigeria is Hausa, Igbo, Yoruba. But since 1999, where democracy don't come back, Igbo, they didn't allow them to be president. They always push them. Go to your village. They go. They talk, say then they go. They don't let them go. They say they are if they talk Biafra, nah bad language then they talk. We accept. But how can you say Hausa, Igbo, Yoruba, and since 1999, Igbo man cannot be president? Since 1999, Igbo man cannot be vice president. And you say we are one. Wazobia. Wazobia ko. Wazobia ni. Even Igbo man, Peter Obi, we try, we gather votes. Suddenly, in vote way high, it can't shrink. They say go to court. In a country where there is no justice. Hausa, Igbo, Yoruba, my foot. From Hausa, Yoruba, Hausa, so remove that Igbo where they put there. Because you know, just they use and do 419. Igbo, we no fit be vice president. Igbo, we no fit be president. You they count them. Say Hausa, Igbo, Yoruba. I don't care if you say this thing is dividing us. You, government, by your behavior, you are already dividing us. You are already dividing us. How can we say Hausa, Igbo, Yoruba, but power will go to Yoruba, then go enjoy. Throw them back to Hausa, but when Igbo man come out, then go they blackmail them. There is no justice in the land, Joe Elojoko.
First and foremost, do you think that if Peter Obi had won the election, 2023 presidential election, he had become president, there could have been a change in all of this?
If Peter Obi had won, you probably would have seen a better Nigeria than what we are seeing today. Number one, he will not be as nepotistic as this government. He won't. It's not in him. That is just who we are. We feel for the other people.
So you think the Tinubu government is highly nepotistic?
I say so. I don't think so. I'm seeing it and we see it every day. And I've just given you one example. How can Ogun State have 4 ministers?
Well, Tinubu is not from Ogun State.
That is the point. So why does he favor Ogun State? Look, Oyo State has only 1 minister. Ask yourself that. What is it that he's doing?
Is it the right time for the Igbos and the South, people of the Southeast extraction, to sit down and rethink their politics?
No.
Let me just take this in. I was actually also listening while that was going on. Is to say, honestly, I find it extremely irritating when I hear this talk about always telling the Igbos or the Southeast region, should they rethink their politics? Should they do this? Should they redo? What is it that other regions are doing that is different? What is it? For me, I find it extremely insulting. I remember in 2019 when this person, Atiku, chose Peter Obi as his running mate. People were like, oh, finally, the Igbos have been rewarded. And like, what insults? As in, they need someone to reward them or what? Some people were like, they came at me. They were like, even there are some people from the South who were taking it was like, oh, the way they were saying it said, oh, I said, no, for you to say that's an insult. You're saying that there are three major languages in Nigeria, in this country, 2 major ethnicity, Hausa, Igbo, Yoruba. These 3. You're putting one and making it as if as if they've gotten a favor because they were chosen as, one of them was chosen as a vice president. That's an insult. People don't get. That's what concept. I find it so irritating when people do this thing. As an Igbo person, what's the thing? Do you think you should rethink your which politics are they rethinking? Which politics did the North Central rethink? Which politics did Northwest rethink? Which politics did Northeast rethink? Which politics did Southwest rethink? Which politics did South rethink? Why is it always when it comes to the Southeast that everybody have a map to tell them that they should be rethinking politics and rethinking their way, the way they do it, the way they don't do this, the way they, what kind of insult and what kind of nonsense is that? I find it so insulting. Honestly, I find it so insulting because in my life I hate see finish for my life. What kind of nonsense see finish is it? Let's even sit down. If there's any region that has collectively played good politics, and I've been saying this thing for a long time. I said this during the 2023, before the 2023 election, when they were taking of presidency. You see the Southeast region. The Southeast region since 1999 has voted for PDP like no other region. They give overwhelming vote. I think you'll be seeing 80-90%. That's what they give to PDP. They gave it to Obasanjo. They gave it to Yaradua. They gave it to Jonathan. They gave it to Atiku. Yet, when 2023, the most competent candidate from PDP, and I said this as far back as 2021, I said if PDP had sense, they will be looking at Peter Obi and Franco Ike Jr. and let Bukola Saraki and Atiku go and rest. Those ones, they can always change anything. Those were my tweets. Go and check those tweets. They are still there. When 2022, the issue of presidency came, the best person who happened to be from the Southeast region. PDP were doing like this. All of a sudden, they realized that, oh, it didn't have to be South. Atiku could do this. Atiku could do that. Atiku could do that. That was for the first time. 2023 was the first time that Southeast did not vote PDP. So, what politics are they rethinking? What could be more than, having a strategy and going with it more than that? What could be doing this thing? But because of course, at the end of the day, now Igbos then see finish. Now Southeast region then see finish. Now everybody go they do. And they said they don't want to be part of Nigeria, Biafra. Allow them to go. My people, if you know one person, let the person may go. How you know one person you want tied and down? How? You are afraid you probably will go and excel more than you. You are afraid you say you don't want to give them leadership. Some people will come out to say, how can Igbos have economic power and also have political power? How can you be poor and senseless at the same time? That's the question a lot of us should be asking ourselves. Nigeria is poor and we decide we have to be senseless. At least can't we be poor and have sense and use that sense and do the right thing and put in the people? Politics, I always say the politics is about economics. The more politics that is not solving economic problem is rubbish. It's nonsense. It's not working. It's not going anywhere. So what is all of this up and down and up, whatever? And the next thing they'll be asking, is it Igbo should rethink their politics, should not rethink whatever? By the way, like you said, Peter Obi was president. Definitely all of this nonsense that are happening will definitely not be happening. They definitely will not be happening. You understand? If he was president, you won't see all of this. Nobody is saying he's Messiah. Nobody is going to solve the whole of Nigeria. He can't solve the whole of Nigeria. There are certain mistakes you make. We citizens will be there. That's what we're there. That's what the dragging is all about. And when somebody is there as a leader, you want someone that will listen to people say, oh, you're doing wrong, and he will correct those wrong. Rather than the people that will give you the middle people and say, go to hell. Yes, that's what you're looking for. And the other this thing that comment he made about the fact that there are unknown gunmen in Igbo in South is killing people, but Southeast is the region that has the most police and military checkpoint. Why is that not solving the point? Why have that not led to a reduction in all of the killings that are going on? What is going on? Is there collusion somewhere? These are the questions that should be asked, and answers should be demanded of this whole question. Should this say anything? And like you said, oh God, I just thought the way Senator Abaribe answered Shewu on that one to say that I am not saying that Senator Abaribe is not saying that he thinks this thing is nepotistic. What do you call him? Bola Tinubu, but he's saying he is. You want to say that Ogun is not his state? No, Ogun is my state. One state is bringing for this, even the one that have one senator, because The law mandated that every state must produce a minister. The one that has one minister, not senator. The law mandates that every state must produce a minister. Otherwise, it probably will have some that don't have it. But anyway, let's continue with our mumuishness, with our poverty and our lack of sense. The day we decide to get sense, we will choose the best candidates and leave out it. But in a way, I don't blame Nigeria, because indeed, Tinubu did not win the 2023 election. He rigged his way into office. Nigerians did vote for Peter Obi. Yes.
So guys, let's quickly take a look at some of the reactions. We'll start from that of Elrufai's son saying that this regional autonomy can easily solve this situation of blame game. Regional autonomy, that is every region be on your own, is going to solve the blame game, like who is responsible for security and all that. If every region is meant to be on its own, regional autonomy is going to help. Okay, let's see what Nigerians are saying under this video. This person here says, so your father even know that the man he was supporting and selling to Nigeria is an Escobar. One reason he shouldn't be taken seriously. and Elrufai's son reacted and said, I agree with you, but I know it's hard for a shallow brain like yours to fathom that caliber of reasoning. You would be aware of the basic fact that I'm not my father. We are two separate human beings, and not all my opinion and views reflect his. That's what he says. Actually, this account is not verified, and somebody is asking, are you really Malam's son? Why is your account not verified? So this person is saying he's not sure if this is really Elrufai's son's account. This person says, so what happens to the so-called no man's land, Lagos? And this person says, have you had your med today, boy? That has he taken his medicine today? Who allowed you to leave rehab home? Who allowed you to leave rehab home? And this person say, please encourage your father and his new lieutenants in Tamboa, Atiku, etc. Direct their effort towards dissolving Nigeria. That would be more rewarding for everybody. He's saying he should tell Elrufai and his father to tell Obi, Atiku, Tamboa they should dissolve Nigeria. This was, I completely agree with you on regional government. It has proven to be effective in the 60s. But calling a sitting president Escobar is out of line. What about your papa, little man, which by now should be facing trial for the genocide and mass murder in southern Kaduna? Hey, this person said, regional autonomy didn't separate Nigeria's concept and can't do so, but would truly define who is our problem from every quarter. Another person said, DSS, this is a lawmaker in Nigeria calling Mr. President Escobar. The worst part is this account is not verified. Nobody knows if it's a real Elrufai son or somebody is just, duplicating his account. Now, this one say, each time you refer to the president, our president, your father's president as Escobar, you are inadvertently highlighting the cracks in your upbringing. Your parents failed woefully in that area. Your tweet only brings shame to your parents. This person say, Yoruba people are here to finish Elrufai's son. This person say, you just run your mouth without control. If the president system does not favor you and your family, wait till 2027. Always coming to social media to write anyhow won't change anything. Weren't you saying all this in the past administration? This person said it would be the greatest thing to happen, not just to Nigeria, but Africa. So this person is supporting Elrufai's son. And this person said, better to divide Nigeria into at least 4 countries, especially now that you and your folks have discovered mineral resources. Oh, this person is saying they should just divide Nigeria. This person, I agree with you totally. It is not only offspring of midgets that desire regional country. Even us, the Talawakas, recognizes its validity. This person say, baby, don't collect your bread again. Sorry, you are crying. Go long, go. Another person said, okay, this person is trying to say that because the North is not in power, he's already crying, that he should wait. It's going to be a long cry. This person said, when the sponsor of murderers of Southern Kaduna was governor, what stopped you from making this suggestion? Son of hater and bitter soul. This person said, you need medication. Another person said, you should Fox Inc. security first before that. So, you know, I think people are just saying their mind, calling out Elrufai too, that when he was governor, it was a bitter situation for people like those of them in Southern Kaduna. Now, let's see what Nigerians are saying after Elrufai's son also made his own video. Let's see, you know. Honestly, it's sounding funny. This person say, you may not agree with this adjective in the context of Nigeria ownership, but the nitty-gritty of this point is spot on. The Igbos have been unjustly treated in this country. Another person say, let them go. No. Give them presidency. No. Give them more states. No. How is it one Nigeria? This person is saying, you treat Igbos so badly and still you call it one Nigeria. This person now said, the Yorubas keep taking the resources of the Igbos, the South, to develop their states. It's time to go back to regional government and let's see the region that will suffer it. And this one said, that's why the country will not move forward. How can you grown up adults still think that Nigeria is Wazobia? The British did it so much. The British did so much damage, and until we fix it, no way forward. This person is saying that the Britain is to be blamed. Another person says, so those Igbos running away from their land to every region to live and work are what? Their oponu no to get sense. As in that Igbos who are living their area. Igbos are living because their areas have been abandoned. No federal government presence, you know. Under Buhari, 8 years now. Under Tinubu, going to 3 years. No federal presence. And this person says, it appears Yoruba obedience have more sense than than their Igbo counterparts. This person says, what about Bini, Idoma, Igala, and you know other regions? This person is saying that because Elrufai Jr. is saying that Igbo, Yoruba, and Hausa are said to be the main owners of Nigeria. Why are the Igbos not allowed to be president? This person says, Isaac Fayoshe saying remove Igbo from Nigeria is weird. You know, Nigeria isn't owned by any Hausa tribe or Yoruba or Igbo. Every ethnic group contributes to this country. Tribal supremacy talk is what keeps holding us back. Tribal supremacy talk keeps us backward. This person says, if you think he isn't saying facts, then you are one of the problems of Nigeria. This person says, when Nigeria divide, then everyone will know the real scam about Nigeria from the northeast, west, and south. Uselessness is never end in that shithole. Uselessness will never end in that shithole. This person say, make I no talk my mind yet, cause nobody be mumu for here. If Nigeria belongs to everybody, why can't an Igbo man rule? If Nigeria belongs to everybody. This person say, Nigeria didn't come into existence in 1999. And when Nigeria didn't come into existence in 1999, and when an Easterner had the opportunity for leadership presidency, what did he do with it? Ironsi cancelled regional system of government because of greed. I don't know about this one. This person say, okay, the Igbos have asked for a divide, but the left insist not to. Explain that to me. This man don't they give joy past some relationship. Another person, it's Fulani and Yoruba. They will learn a lesson soon. Another person here said, Nigeria does not belong to Hausa, Igbo, Yoruba. It belongs to all. This person said, make una stop this tribal ownership mentality, I beg. Anyway, guys, some people are, you know, in support of what this guy said, while others are not in support. Anyway, I'm going to let's see some of the reactions coming from the very dark man's tweet. The very dark man tweeted, and many people have there've been a lot of reactions. I mean, all the handles that reposted that tweet, there've been a whole lot of reactions. Let's just take a few of them. This person say, don't allow seaports only in Lagos and see how their IGR will drop drastically. Create another seaport in Asaba, Onitsha. Serve the entire southeast region and Calabar. Serve the entire south. Okay, create another seaport like in Asaba / Onitsha to serve the entire eastern region. And Calabar, that seaport in Calabar, will serve the entire south and middle belt. Lagos will serve the entire southwest, and see these states competing. Oh, this makes a lot of sense, honestly. So this person is saying that okay, that they'll be competing with Lagos. Who go there again for business? It should not only be Lagos. If truly we want to grow as a nation, the government knows what they are doing. Surprised our past president didn't reason this way. Past presidents, including Jonathan. Jonathan didn't even do anything for his people. He was busy servicing others. And this person say, if you invest in other states, Lagos will fall. And that person, true talk, Lagos is carrying too much load on it. Was never built for. Okay, Lagos is carrying too much load. It was never built for. Other states have ports, land, potential, but bad policy, neglect, and keep everything tied to Lagos. Decentralization is the only way Nigeria will see real growth. Wow, I love these guys. This tweet is really good. You know, true talk. This is nice. And this other person said, useless set of people can't do a simple search. Always fanning hatred. VDM dropped the ball here. School is not a scam. Now, let's see what the person wrote here. There's a tweet here attached here. Nigeria's 6 major seaports are located in the following states. Apapa and Tinkan in Island Port in Lagos. Apapa and Tinkan Island Port in Lagos. Rivers Port Complex and Une Port Complex in Rivers State. The Warri Port in Delta State, also known as Delta Port Complex, and the Calabar Port in Cross River. A new Lekki Deep Sea Port in Lagos was also completed in 2022. Here is the detail of the major seaports and their location. We are not talking about whether we have or not, but they are not functioning. That's what people are saying. They are not functioning. We need functional seaports in different areas in Nigeria, different geopolitical zone. They know that the East will surpass them if they have a seaport. We all know the truth, but I blame Goodluck Jonathan for failing his people woefully, honestly. Goodluck had the biggest of opportunity to have done some of these mistakes that Tinubu is not even ready to correct. My God. This person said, nothing but the truth. How can a country depend on only one seaport? How can a country depend on only one? Anyway, guys, there are a lot of reactions here, but I think this conversation is making a lot of sense. You know, now Tinubu is not mentioning any of those. He's not talking about how he's going to build all those stores. I don't know if he's planning, if he's thinking that he's coming back to Asoro before. Even if Tinubu has the opportunity, he's going to channel all the resources. See all the money they're borrowing now. Lagos for him is number one. Lagos and 2027 election is Tinubu's 2 major projects. To get money to run the elections, to also get money to replace the expenses he made in the last election. Because if not, tell me where all the borrowings are going. We don't know. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell notification. Thank you.